Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, so taken in part exchange just a couple of hours ago earlier on today is this rather special 2020 on a 70 plate Mazda MX-5 RF. Now this car has the 1.5 litre petrol engine, a manual transmission, and is in sport specification. And being an RF, it has the retractable folding metal roof as well. So this is a car our group knows very well. It was purchased from us brand new back in September 2020 and has covered a scarcely believable 2,700 miles. Wonderful, wonderful car, incredible condition, and delighted to be able to offer it for sale. Very unique, being such a low mileage example, and in such a nice specification and colour combination. Now the 1.5 engine produces 132 PS. It doesn't sound like a lot in sports car terms, but remember this car weighs just a fraction over a tonne, and so it's more than enough to get the car down the road. You tend to find all of the journalists actually suggest the 1.5 is actually a better, more enjoyable engine to drive than the 2 litre in these, because it revs a bit freer, you have to use the gears. It's got a wonderful manual gearbox, which we'll come back to shortly, but a real driver's car, and incredibly good looking. The folding metal roof you can do at the press of a button. Sorry if you can't hear me very well, there's a bit of wind noise here today. I think they quote something like 11 or 12 seconds, and the roof can be up from fully open, fully closed, whichever way you're going. I'll take you around the car. Hopefully you're able to appreciate the condition, as you'd expect for a sub 3,000 miles car. It's absolutely spotless. It's in wonderful order, and actually quite a clever or appropriate number plate, being that this is an MX-5 RF ending RFF. Previous owner actually optioned a reversing camera with this car as well. So you see there, you have a rear camera. This specification didn't come with a rear camera, and that was an option from when the customer purchased the car new. And you have a little button down here to get in the boot. Press, and you've got a really sensible amount of space, actually, good amount of depth. And yeah, could certainly fit a weekend bag or a couple of bags of shopping in there. So you'd argue it's almost considered practical. As I take you around the car, you'll be able to see that wonderful metallic paint finish in the sunlight. The paintwork is absolutely beautiful, as you'd expect for a car of this age and mileage. And you get these very, very nice alloy wheels on this car as well. They're 16-inch on the 1.5s. To take you inside the car, you have a keyless entry button on the door there. And you're greeted with this lovely black leather interior. I'll just jump in and show you the car and some of the features. It means we get out of the wind noise as well, which is good. So all Mazdas are push button start cars. We have 2 keys for the car, as you'd expect. All our cars come with 2 keys, and there's a push button starter here. You just have to dip the clutch pedal, press that button one time, and the car comes into life, as does the air conditioning, because it's such a warm sunny day today. And you can see down there the mileage, 2,692 miles, which is just unbelievable. The car is sort of at the 18-month-old mark, and we've had a lot of owners do sort of less mileage over the last few years because of what's been going on in the world, but under 3,000 miles is just incredible. It is like buying a new car. And when there is a sort of 4, 5, maybe even 6-month wait for a new one, this is a real credible alternative to a new car, but with a substantial saving against it. Specification in these, so you have Mazda's multimedia system. I mentioned that the previous owner had optioned a rear camera. This is something that you wouldn't get from factory on this specification. Car is also fitted with Apple Carplay and Android Auto. At the time this car was registered, I think that may have been standard, because Mazda had been previously not fitting it into their cars, but they made it standard around 2020. So you're able to hardwire in your smartphone and you can use a whole host of apps from your smartphone through this multimedia screen, and that's things like Waze, WhatsApp, Spotify, Amazon Music, fully integrated and used through this system. But you do have to be hardwired into this little USB socket down here, the little one with the white phone icon on it. You do have Bluetooth hands-free phone if you decide not to use Apple CarPlay. You have a fully integrated navigation system as well, and DAB digital radio, plus FM and AM, everything that you could expect of a modern car. You have a climate control air conditioning down here. That's a single zone, you set a temperature and it will achieve that for you. All important heated seats, this is a vital addition to the car for winter. USB, which I mentioned down here. This absolutely wonderful 6-speed manual gearbox. Now for me this is probably the defining feature of this car. I've driven an awful lot of cars over the years, and I maintain this is the best manual gearbox I've ever used. It's very well weighted, it's very precise, just get the handbrake out of the way there, and I've never driven an MX-5 and missed a gear. It's that precise and accurate. It's got a wonderful feel to it. There's actually been a couple of reviews of sort of the best manual transmissions ever produced recently in various magazines, and MX-5 is always mentioned. It is that good. Got a couple of controls down here. You can actually use these to control what's on the multimedia screen as you twist that button. Your steering wheel controls for hands-free phone, volume, cruise control and speed limiter. Of course you have electric windows, and you've got engine stop-start, traction control and lane departure warning here as well. Come back to the button down here for the roof. So just need to have the engine on or the ignition on, and you should really be stationary. I think you can do it up to about 6 miles an hour, but they recommend that you're stationary, and all you do is press and hold this button. I'll try and get it so you can see what actually happens. So this whole sort of rear deck lid lifts up and the roof comes out of where it was stored, clamps into place here. You see that little clamp come on, and when it beeps the windows go up, and that's it, job done. Right, let's get out of the car. Give you an opportunity to see it roof up and roof down. And roof's in place. It's a wonderful, wonderful looking car. Like I say, roof up or roof down. It's in superb condition and just looks glorious. And I suppose the RF gives you that sort of added security of having a convertible without having a cloth roof in place as well. Although we are a Mazda main dealer, we accept part exchanges from all manufacturers, actively encourage a part exchange. Very competitive purchases of used cars at the moment. The used car market is extremely buoyant, and yes, be keen to give you a more than competitive offer for your existing car. All our vehicles are also serviced as required and include a 12-month Mazda warranty. That's parts, labour, and it's a manufacturer-backed Mazda warranty. So even if you aren't local to us, you can still purchase with some confidence. And worth mentioning, that warranty also comes with some roadside assistance. That's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to get in touch. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon. Cheers then, bye.